welcome back to the show. How many of you, like me, absolutely love aviation? Here with the Aero-Space Club of Laguna Woods Village, we welcome Steve Parsons and Egon Garthofner. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming. Aero-Space Club in Laguna Woods Village has been here for how long? How many years?
Since '76. So quite a while, quite a history.
That's a long time. That's a long time. I know a lot of the clubs are, have been established way back in the 70s and are several years old. You have a fluctuating membership, up and down, up and down. Right now it's pretty strong, right?
Well, we're down a little bit from what it's been before. At the peak, it was almost 100 people.
Well,
and
wasn't that
we're
during,
down to
that was during
the
lockdown time period, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody got hurt during that time period.
Everybody.
And it's taking time to bounce back in all the clubs.
Sure, absolutely. So tell me, what exactly is the Aero-Space Club in Laguna Woods Village all about?
Well, it's, and I'll just read the three primary points to it.
Okay.
The club is to promote sociability and fellowship between any and all Laguna Woods Village residents who have at any time directly participated in or directly contributed to any phase, segment, or supporting element of aviation and space activities, or have an interest in the same. Through the club programs, we enable members to keep informed on the history, development, growth, and future of aviation and space activities. Also, another point is to encourage public interest, technological development, and safety in aerospace programs and activities. And we have people that just come because they like the club. They have no affiliation whatsoever with aviation.
That'd be me. So why does the name Aero-Space have a hyphen in it?
Well, originally it started out as just being, interested in aircraft, and as time went on, obviously there was more and more space activity, and so it was only natural to put this thing, space into the equation. So we have a lot of talks now that are strictly on the space launch, on the rocket launches, and on the space. For example, our next program is going to be on the dual space stations. So we're going to talk about both the International Space Station, which is where the U.S. has their people, and the Chinese Space Station, which is new, and to give people a chance to see what that's like. So that'll be very interesting.
Do you ever cover the Virgin Galactic space launches?
We have not done any of those that I'm aware of, no.
I went to Las Cruces, New Mexico, and I watched one of my friends become an astronaut.
Oh, yeah?
Took that Virgin Galactic right on and out of this atmosphere.
Yeah.
And so there was a camera on board, and we were able to watch them kind of do their flips and their, weightlessness. So that was really interesting.
Recently there was the one on Blue Origin that took those 6 or 7 ladies up. Remember that one?
I didn't see anything about that, but I later had heard of it.
Yeah, you can see that on the kind of floating around a little bit.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? Love it. So, how many members does the Aero-Space Club have?
Right now we're at 45, and people are still joining.
Still joining.
So it'll climb a little bit.
So you have the members that are coming to your monthly meeting, and then you also have others, as you mentioned, that really have no affiliation with it, but that join.
They can be a guest too.
Yeah.
So your meetings are held once a month, every fourth Friday.
Right.
Every fourth Friday. Basically starting at 11:30, you can come in and register. We start the program about 10 after 12 and have lunch catered by Martinez, and that starts at about 25 after 12. And at 1 o'clock, we have the speaker. It generally has about close to an hour block of time, including questions and answers.
Can you give us some examples of some of your previous meetings?
Most recently, we had, going backwards now, we had Joe Camera, who's with the Astronomy Club, doing something, talk on the Parker Space Probe, solar probe, which went very, very close to the sun, and it's still out there.
Is it still out there?
Yes.
Wow.
The month before that, we had Kevin Parsons doing his space primer, and in January, we had Michelle Evans doing the X-15 rocket plane.
Wow.
Those are 3 of the last ones
That is amazing. So is lunch included in your
Yes.
monthly meetings?
It's $25 for members and $30 for guests.
Okay. So you have more, we've talked about this, but you have more than just pilots. Do you have
Oh, yeah.
aspiring pilots?
Oh, sure.
Not likely, but
I mean,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
never too
There's,
late, right?
There's an organization of ladies that the organization started back with the gals that ferried aircraft in World War II to get them to the other theaters in the Pacific or over in Europe. And their successors kept the program going, and every so often they come in. So some of them do talks. A lot of times they just come in to listen to a speaker or whatever.
And do you ever have outings? Do you ever go, you take the members to like the Lion Museum or any other types of aircraft museums?
We haven't done it of recent. We're looking into that.
That would be
So-
really fun. I was just in Calistoga on Thursday, and we drove past an old memorial for aircraft. It's an aircraft museum from the wars, and I thought, oh, next time I'm up here, I want to go to that.
We're looking into that possibility now.
Yeah, because it's right. I mean, it's
Yeah.
right here in Orange County. May as well take
Sure.
advantage of it, right? So tell us about some of your upcoming meetings.
the next one is going to be on the dual space stations, the international one and the Chinese. And then we're going to have an interview with Larry Lombard on the military P-3, that's a Lockheed Subchaser. And then in June, we're going to have the director of the John Wayne Airport, that's Charlene Reynolds, is going to update us on the airport procedures and what's changed out there. We're closed, we're dark in June, July, and August. And in September, we're going to have a program about Vandenberg Air Force Base, which is coincidentally where I was stationed for a while when I was in the Air Force. And in October, we're going to have Michelle Evans back, and she's going to do more on the X-15 rocket plane.
Have you seen a lot of changes in aviation since you were in the Air Force?
Oh, good Lord, yes, yeah.
What's some of the significant?
That was, I can't even, I have to go back. That was back in 1960 to 64 when I was in. And things have changed a lot. Just the technology in space alone has just been incredible. I mean, to think of how difficult, I've seen, when I was at Vandenberg Air Force Base, I saw several rockets blow up because of that's where they were testing them, the early flights of the Minuteman blew up lots of those. I've seen the Atlas rockets go up, and they're fantastic. And now you've got, it used to be a very difficult thing that NASA would plan half a year for one rocket flight, and now you've got SpaceX sending up 30, 40 rockets a year. It's incredible. And they're not the only rocket company, so it's just mushroomed like crazy. I mean, there are thousands of objects in space right now. One of the biggest problems we have is to track them and to get rid of the old ones, because you know, those things are all moving pretty fast, and it can be pretty wild.
How do they lasso those back so they're not colliding?
Well, I think they're gonna have to shoot them down, literally. But there's a company that's been charged, has a contract to do some of that stuff.
Is that right?
Built and retrieve, like space mining. They'll do that with orbiting
satellites that go dark, and their electronics don't work anymore, and so therefore they're useless. But they're still pieces of flying.
Fascinating.
Danger.
So, what's your opinion on autopilots and autopilots taking over most of the flight versus pilots actually getting in the simulators and earning those, learning how to fly a distressed aircraft?
Are you talking about AI taking over aircraft?
Well, a lot
Being
of the
the pilots?
autopilots, when they don't, I've heard that they're not exactly learning how to fly a plane because they're allowing these autopilots to take over.
There are planes now that can land on autopilot, but I think the I think most commercial people would be very happy to have a pilot and co-pilot up there taking care of business.
Well, no,
Even
that's
if-
what I mean. They're
yeah,
not.
yeah,
They're not putting the
yeah.
pilots through the extensive training, is what I'm hearing.
Well, we'll find out. How is it with, we've got it going on with cars right now, so that's the same technology, except a lot slower and a lot less dangerous. I mean,
Yes.
you know, you only get one crash landing usually
Wow.
if you're flying.
Interesting topics indeed, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
All right,
absolutely.
gentlemen. Well, good luck on your next meeting. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Sure.
Pleasure to be
Appreciate
here.
you
Thank
being here.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages. Stay with us.